So, I haven't uploaded in a few days. I give an excuse every single time, but this time I actually have an excuse. My laptop died on me. And by died, I mean like it technically worked. In theory. In practice, let's all pray for my laptop because it was really going through it. Huffing and puffing, everything came out laggy, footage got lost. I filmed 2 videos, there was nothing left of that. Nothing to be seen, really. So, I have a new laptop, so I had to go pick one up. And why are these such an investment? I feel like I could get like a car for the price of these MacBooks, you know? And it's just a laptop. Like, it's a glorified iPad with a keyboard, but hope this one lasts me as long as the last one did. Rest in peace, old MacBook Pro. You were loved and you were cherished. You got me to where I am. On to the next. Subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment for engagement. Today we're going to talk about some stuff happening. I usually don't talk about these people, so if you are the other crowd that never watches my content, hi, I hope I don't piss anyone off. But we're talking about Dr. Disrespect, who was a Twitch streamer who was banned, and then there was like no explanation for it. People really trashed Twitch at the time for banning like one of their favorite streamers. I think he was like everyone's favorite streamer. Except for me, I don't really watch Twitch streams. I don't really care for it. I just don't think I have enough time to like sit down and just sort of watch someone live for hours on end. You know what I mean? I'm making it sound like I think everyone's like I'm better than... No, like I just don't... I think I just do other stuff. And so that's just not my forte. But people loved Dr. Disrespect. He was very... Dr. Disrespect is a bit of a mouthful. What can I call him? Dr. D? Doctor? I think Doctor was a pretty well-loved Twitch streamer. People loved him. He had this like character going with the wig and the mustache and the glasses, and there was like a whole, you know, aura around him. And then he got banned. There was no explanation. He just said, hey, I'm banned. I can't really speak out on it. They paid me out. And then he disappeared off the internet. Then he started streaming on other platforms. We finally have figured out what happened, and it's worse than you guys could even imagine. So even if you don't know who Doctor is, this might be a little bit of an interesting bit of something for people. A bit of like, you know, this is what not to do with your career really is what this is. So the first tweet that came out on the 22nd of June, and this was at 1:24 a.m. So I kind of tried to organize it in like pretty chronological order, but some things were happening, kind of multiple things on the same day. So I've had to figure out the timestamp. So we got Cody Connors, who said he got banned because he got caught minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. Now if you guys know what Twitch Whispers was, because I didn't, like you guys know, I didn't watch Twitch. What are Twitch Whispers? Putting it simply, whispers on Twitch are similar to DMs on Instagram. When you whisper to someone on Twitch, a private chat room opens up, so the messages you can send can only be seen by the recipient and you. Unless the user is blocked on Twitch, you can pretty much send a whisper to anyone. So it's literally just private DMs on Twitch. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read... Okay, that sentence was funky. Case closed, gang. Okay, case closed, gang. Nan made the wrong decision. F him and his boys. And then someone did say, this is one hell of a statement. I hope receipts are brought forward. You wait. So he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor. Okay, perfect. Not perfect, actually. I hate that, but whatever. So then we have Jake Lucky quote to that and said, a former Twitch employee has come forward and stated the alleged reason for Doctor's permanent Twitch ban being for sexting a minor in the previous Twitch Whispers product. Dr. Disrespect response, saying no wrongdoing was acknowledged. And see, Doctor actually responded to that and said, Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. So no wrongdoing was acknowledged isn't exactly saying I didn't do what was alleged. It just says like they couldn't prove my wrongdoing, or maybe there wasn't a stipulation for that in the contract, and so they wanted to ban him. They didn't want to associate with him anymore, but they still had to pay him out the contract, which was his big thing of like, I'm innocent because they paid out the contract. Duh. But it's like, that's not really duh, really, here. He then says, listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say, so obviously with the settlement, there was probably some kind of a, what can everyone say? And that's why for a long time he wasn't saying why he got banned. And it created this like mystique around this whole situation because he couldn't speak out on it. Because I bet they were like, okay, fine, we'll settle with you, we'll pay out the rest of your contract, even though you're literally minors, allegedly. But don't speak out. Do not speak, do not rile people up, just go and live your life. Okay, and then he like came back to the platforms to stream some more because I guess he still wanted to be online, which was probably his biggest mistake right now, because this would have probably never come out if he didn't try to re-enter the streaming platforms. But I just need to say what I can say. These run-on sentences, I understand that, like, you know, grammar is probably not the most important thing in a tweet, but it does make it harder to read. But I just need to say what I can say, since this is the internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring on Mondays, because he's playing Elden Ring on stream. Dr. Disrespect is also working with a game studio called Midnight Society. So they're a game studio focused on community first, open and transparent development, and delivering the world's first vertical game, I guess. But they're a AAA game studio. And then on the 22nd of June, the guy running Midnight Society said, I'm now aware and I'm dealing with it. Okay, so nothing too crazy. It's only got like 833 likes. I don't think this was like on the map yet. But then on the 24th of June, Midnight Society as like a game studio tweets out and said, on Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam, aka Dr. Disrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved, and in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed along with our community of place. So they're basically saying, we're not going to sacrifice the livelihoods of 55 individual employees as well as their whole families and us and the games we're creating to protect this one guy who obviously couldn't stop messaging a minor. Like, that's on you if that is the decision that you're making, and no one can be responsible for that. So it's got 9.9 million views, 20,000 likes, but the Act Man said, still no mention of evidence or if you guys saw any evidence. You say you talked to parties involved, maybe the parties involved should start getting involved so we can find the truth and decide if a man is predator or not. Now, he does come back later because I guess evidence got proved. That's on the 24th of June, okay? So then, on the 25th of June, Robert comes back and says, this is a statement from me personally. It does not reflect on any of our companies and has not gone through any legal or PR approvals. If you inappropriately message a minor, I cannot work with you, period. I promised to only act on facts, and I did. So he's saying, like, I have the facts and I am acting on them. And then someone actually makes a really good point. Sensei, shout out to you. Bro is a multi-millionaire. He can mess with any chick he wants and he decides to mess with a minor. That is always what... I get that it's like a power dynamic, and clearly these people who do this are into power dynamics and feeling like they're above someone and like they can like be in charge of someone. But he first of all has a wife and a kid, okay, who he already cheated on, which he admitted on stream in 2017. I'm going to bring that up in a minute. But to then like talk inappropriately with a minor, I just don't understand it, because surely you know this is going to come out somewhere. Mainly because you already got banned for this. Like, you already had the repercussions for this, right? And you settled. Why not just disappear? Live on a farm somewhere. Like, live in the countryside. Because this natural lighting is crazy. Like, live somewhere off the grid. Because why would you come back? It's the ego. It's the, oh, this is never going to come to bite me in the ass. Well, come bite, it did, you know? Here it is, biting. And then here's Relim, who worked at Twitch and is addressing the Dr. Disrespect situation. I don't think most people have an idea of how bad things were behind the scenes at Twitch. I literally worked in the department that had access to the most data information. I saw private whispers, etc. It was literally my job to investigate daily. So this is kind of putting out there that like these messages are not just between you and the person you're sending them to. The people at Twitch are seeing these messages. And so, you know, I saw things every single day that I wish I never had to see. I always advocated for being a good human, always expressed with heavy emotion on my streams how Twitch let pedophiles run free every day. I send an NDA and afraid to get in trouble, but I have to say something. It's been bothering me for so long. These sick don't deserve to be free. Sorry, it's pretty vague. I'm literally afraid for legal and safety reasons. Wish I could explain more, but I wanted to let you guys know half the you assume is probably true. Of course, I reported everything I saw directly to authorities within minutes. It's also highly illegal to save anything related to these cases. Look up CSAM laws. Let's just pray investigations complete and creeps are held accountable. Thanks for the support, and weird people stop. And then Alinity, who, I mean, not the most, how do I say this nicely, not the most respected streamer. She has done crazy things, like give her cat vodka and then like throw her cat. So putting it out there for context. Your job was to go through streamers' private messages. I mean, I'm sorry, there were so many people that did unspeakable things, but I don't feel comfortable knowing someone was going through my private messages. He says, nah, just based off reports. My conscience is as clean as a whistle. I'm down to talk about what really happens, just need the proper platform, I guess. So it's a bit of a mixed, are you going through the messages or you're not? And then there is the cheated on his wife in 2017. This was posted on the 26th of June.
Kind of have a little bit of an announcement. And I just want to be completely transparent with you guys.
Announcement is a crazy way to phrase, I cheated on my wife, who I have a kid with. Announcement. I have an announcement. Announcement time. I'm a person. Announcement time.
As you guys know, I a beautiful family and a wife and kid. And I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful. And
Okay, we've seen enough. Dr. Disrespect admitted to cheating on his wife in 2017 at TwitchCon, which also happens to be the same year he was probably messaging a minor. I did some digging and found the woman he cheated with was 24 at the time, so it isn't the same girl, but it still makes you think, what were his intentions going to be with the minor if they met up? Clearly he was looking to hook up with someone despite having a family. So it's like, it almost was a case of maybe she got cold feet, felt a bit icky about the situation, said no, so then he just like cheated with someone else. But like, if she hadn't gotten cold feet, or whatever this, because we haven't seen the messages, so like, it could have been that she got cold feet, or she was like, oh, this is a bit weird, I don't want to, or maybe he just didn't go through with it, who knows, but there is that possibility that that could have been her instead. I'm not saying anything though, don't sue me. On the 25th of June, Dr. Disrespect puts out a statement that says, the Twitch ban, okay? Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Quick, it was not, okay? So let's not lie from the first line. Let's cut the bullshit, okay? As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. That is apparently a lie. He's kind of just saying that now to be like, to almost take the power back. It's once again the power thing. I think he's just obsessed with having a little bit of power, because they obviously fired him. And the guy in charge of Midnight Society is basically saying like, I'm not going to work with period. That's where I draw the line. And Midnight Society put out a statement and said, we're not going to work with you. And now he's saying, we collectively decided that I was going to step down. It's like, no, you didn't decide. People think this is when he found out that he was getting dropped by Midnight Society, because he probably got like a text saying, hey, heads up, like they're going to drop you. So people think this was the moment when it happened on stream.
You know how we run things here.
And he gets a text. I mean, definitely doesn't look happy. It's like when, like, sometimes I'm filming a video and I obviously edit my content because I'm not streaming, but sometimes I'll get a text while I'm filming and you can just see my face drop and I'm like, okay, back to, and then that gets cut, but obviously on stream nothing gets cut, and that looks like the moment that he would have found out that he got cut. So people don't think this was a collective decision. They think he got given a heads up so that he was able to prepare this PR, you know, we collectively decided to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Now let me look this up. Oh, when you go on Midnight Society Studio and About Us, it says 404, this page could not be found. FAQ. When was the studio founded? Okay, so he was one of the founders of Midnight Society, which I didn't realize. I guess I thought they just worked together, but he is the founder from 2021, along with Robert Bowling, who was the guy, obviously, that put out the statement, and then Quinn and esports entrepreneur Summit Gupta. That's that. But the About Us page doesn't exist, so maybe they're making some changes, or that's been an issue for a while. Maybe that's why I just didn't realize, because I looked it up and then, okay, well, yeah, so I guess they sent him a text and they're like, hey, heads up, like, we're not going to work with you, basically. Back to his statement. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Now, Dr. Disrespect is 42 and 2017 was 7 years ago. Yikes. Time really does fly. You know what I mean? Like, time just keeps on going and just never stops. Doesn't that freak anyone out? Like, it just keeps on going. Every day I wake up and I say, wow, that was another day gone, and I did nothing. Watch Netflix, maybe. So 7 years ago, he was about 35. So he was 35, and she was a minor, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Because he doesn't actually say the age at any point. No one does. It's just she was a minor. So we can assume she was 17, 16, 15, however, like however old she was. Now people are bringing up age of consent. If you as an adult know the age of consent in different areas, the age of consent is not the problem, it's you, right? Because if you're getting so close to the age of consent and you know the age of consent in every state that you go to, in every country that you go to, you're the problem. The age of consent is there to protect the minor from adults and not protect you from legal repercussions. And it just so happens that it protects you. But if you're aiming every single time to get as, you make it like your job, your passion, your challenge, to get as close to the age of consent as possible, you're actually a creep. Like, I hope you know that. Like, I hope you know you're still a creep. You just might not go to jail for it. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. They were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by settlement. To be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. I love when people do something verging on illegal, and then they're like, well, no criminal charges were ever brought against me, as if the legal system isn't anyway. Like, as if that would happen. The chance of that happening, I mean, might as well get struck by lightning. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. I hate to make it that issue, okay? Okay, so Dr. Disrespect has a daughter. They share one daughter who is known as Baby Disrespect or Baby Assassin and pops up frequently in his streaming content. How, as a man, I'm going to aim this at men now because I was trying to keep it kind of gender neutral because women can also be creeps. My camera battery died. So what I was saying was, if you're in Dr. Disrespect's position, how do you as a man have a daughter who is going to be that minor's age at some point and not be completely disgusted with yourself for doing that? Do you know, I just don't get it. I never get it. I just get the lack of like almost self-awareness. I don't know. It should never have happened. I get it. I'm not perfect and I'll own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no predator or are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me. Oh, that's another one. They love this. This is like the buzzword. Let's play bingo. Let's just do like a bingo here, right? I'm no predator or anyone that truly knows me, no charges have been brought against me, I can't speak out because of blah, if I could speak out I would, you know, like it's just this whole, as a father, as a husband, it's bingo, I guess. Where I stand on those things with those type of people, I mean you are those type of people, that's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations, get the out of here with that. I mean this is a proper professional statement, but I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made that decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all of this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know that you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a about you, right? Because real life experience is texting a minor inappropriately. That's real life experience. Clearly you haven't lived life if you haven't done that. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, right. Oh my god. To all 121,000 people that liked this tweet, you need to be investigated. Actually, you and Drake would get along well. Yeah. Were there real intentions behind these messages? Absolutely not. Yeah, right, bud. Yeah, right. Dr. Disrespect POV. Oh, this picture hurts. Editing minor in and out of the statement is wild. Now, if you guys don't know, Twitter now shows you when you've last edited something and they'll show you the edit history, which is such a... That's one thing Elon Musk is doing right. This was crazy. So he posted the statement and then he edited out that she was a minor, and then when people called him out on it, he edited back in that she was a minor. So that screams guilty to me. Guilty as charged is having to like edit this minor bit in and out. I don't know why I'm laughing. This is so like inappropriate. So we have reactions. We had the Axeman who the other day, who at first was hoping for maybe facts against this whole situation. But then he said, I'm honestly still in shock that Dr. Disrespect decided to tweet what he did, thinking it would clear his name or make him look good. The fake confidence that he thinks he can come back from something like this is really sad and pathetic. Ain't no coming back now, man. The tweet has over 80,000 likes on it. He was confident the fancy cultivator would stay loyal to him, and sadly he was right. Sponsor-wise, I'm sure he's cooked though. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't see a world in which Doc can continue streaming and this incident is not continuously spammed in his chat. If he stays on the internet, it's going to follow him wherever he goes. Who knows, maybe YouTube might deplatform him too because of this. If YouTube deplatforms him, that would make this super serious in my opinion, because he only has Kick now. Then we have Jacksepticeye, disgusting on the whole statement. Someone said they went from .doc to .pdf, and if you guys get that, sometimes you have to say PDF file instead of what you actually want to say. Valkyrie tweeted out, Dr. Disgusting. They're trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor. Spook and Jukes, who is like a Dead by Daylight streamer, said, so let me get this straight. It's been confirmed that Dr. Disrespect talked inappropriately with a minor while married with a daughter, while he already cheated on his wife before this, and people are still supporting him and wishing him a happy vacation. What am I missing? And then we have this legal system comment from Sweet Anita, who's a Twitch streamer. I think now is a good time to point this out. Many of the men in To Catch a Predator never got charged with a crime despite all the messages. 20,000 child predators from around the world contacted Sweetie, the CGI child, under the impression that she was a real 10-year-old. 1,000 were reported to the police. Out of 46 arrests, only found one actual conviction as a result of that operation. So 20,000 people messaged this, what they believed was a child. 1,000 were reported. Only 46 were arrested and one was actually convicted. 1 out of 20,000. And yet, in his statement, where is his statement? Because I'm lost. In his statement, and I closed the statement. In his statement, he says, let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. 20,000 to 1. One actual conviction. Sweetie will never be used again. I could flood this post with examples. The law in most countries does not take flirtatious or inappropriate messages very seriously. Messages alone do not usually lead to a conviction. People really overestimate their legal system, honestly. Nick, who supported Doc through all of this, said hearing we'll be getting more clarity on the Doc situation today. Who the F knows, but let's hope for the best. And then he posted finally a video basically saying...
And in that very tweet, he basically confirms that he was texting an underage girl and it went weird sometimes, and look, just to be blunt and straightforward, man, that's inexcusable. It's unacceptable, right? There's no excuse for something like that. And I can't support it. Hang on, honey. Doing this, talking to Twitter. I can't support it. I can't defend it. And look, the boys and I are torn up over it too, man, because
the boys and I are torn up over this. I mean, I've heard what I needed to hear. And then now he has beef with Ludwig. Ludwig is a Twitch streamer, was a Twitch streamer, then he moved over to YouTube, and now I believe Twitch allows you to stream at the same time to multiple different platforms, because it used to not be allowed. It's like if you were on Twitch, and you couldn't stream simultaneously anywhere else, but now I think they allow it, so maybe he streams on both. But I just mainly watch his YouTube videos. He'll do like what's happening on the internet type content. And tell me why Dr. Disrespect thought it was a great time to like beef him, which was great. He says, decided to look at my flip phone. Holy shit, nothing impressive on my Twitter feed. Such a pathetic state. Let's wake up. Stay woke, guys, and stop messaging minors is basically what this is. Someone said, maybe show up to the Streamer Awards next year and cause a scene. And Dr. Disrespect said, imagine creating a fake awards show to give your best friends credit for something they're not even close to competing in. And Ludwig says, I'll ask Cutie, his girlfriend who runs the streaming award ceremony, I'll ask Cutie to include NFTs in the gift bag. That should help you make an appearance. The difficulty of the truthfulness hits tough, doesn't it? You tell me. To that, Dr. Disrespect says, you called everyone you could to try and win some sort of Streamer of the Year award, and you did. Holy shit, I'll give you 2 more years of relevance. That's it. And he says, lol. I'll give you 2 more years of relevance. I mean, you came back and you got accused of being a minor. I'd rather be irrelevant than known as someone who's minors. So there's that. At least that's not coming out against Ludwig anytime soon. And I think that is actually it. So let me know what you guys think. Subscribe with the bell icon for engagement. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.